Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting it funny? What's going on, people?
Okay, here we go. I want you to Google her name. Her name is Chrisette Michele. Google her name because I want to tell you the story about her. Now, she opened up about miscarriage and a label drop after the Trump inauguration. She's like the only singer that would perform at Trump's inauguration and stuff. And basically, it was like a career suicide and stuff. And she's getting a backlash from it. Now, this is the thing. Chrisette Michele shares some of the struggles she dealt with since the fiasco surrounding the performance of President Trump's inauguration ball, including being dropped from her label, struggling with depression, and a suffering miscarriage. I went from someone being loved and facing putting out an album in the worst climax of my musical career. She said that in the series of posts on Instagram, the singer says that her label dropped her after she delivered them her next album entitled Strong Black Woman. If social media wanted to put me down, I guess they succeeded. As it pertains to Capitol and Caroline Records, she wrote, I go into the studio and literally pour out my heart and soul, and the label decide to walk away from me. And she put on her Instagram, they dropped me and stuff, and she put up here, if social media wanted to put me down, I guess it's either pertaining to Capitol and Caroline Records. I completed an entire album and my label decided to walk away from me. Capitol Records, I was quiet for a few days. I went into the studio and literally poured out my heart and soul, and the label decided to walk away from me. It's one thing to be a strong black woman. It's another thing to be a strong black woman who fights against the worst odds. I went from someone being very loved and facing putting out an album in the first climax of my music career. No victims here. I get it, but absolutely human here. How hard can you try to break someone? How hard can you try to ruin someone? How much hate do you need to spew to me to show me you want me to demise? I won't stop. Hashtag strong black woman. Now, she says she faced several backlash after choosing to perform at Trump inauguration ball back in January, despite many black artists declining to offer. The reason she says she was willing to budge following the simulation of 2016 presidential campaign. In her post, the singer opened up about she battled with depression and suicide thoughts following the backlash. Then she had a miscarriage. Something came out of me. It was a child. The one, my love, I worked so hard on. I mean, see, she wrote another Instagram post that included a graphic image of a miscarriage. I never knew I could allow myself to be broken. That physical body would break down. Just because I had a negative experience didn't mean I had to become negative and broken. When I lost my child, I knew that it was time for me to become a strong black woman. And she put a hashtag strong black woman. She also put her Instagram page. Her Instagram is Chrisette Michele. She put I had a miscarriage and stuff. And then there she put, I don't have to I don't have to be a celebrity to fail to fight the struggle. Pain is universal. I went into the gym and trained my body. I trained like a bodybuilder to try to push past the pain I was feeling. I run up hills, lift weights heavier than a strong man. I would cry my way through workouts. My trainer would cheer me up. God bless him. I put so hard and ate so much protein. I scuffed away my hurt. My old habits of binge eating orders began to show themselves. Drinking may be nothing but water for a day after a day of heavy intake. My trainer didn't know it, but he was feeding the demon that was covered up hurt with food. I had a long cycle. Something came out of me. I was my child. The one I was my child, the one my love, I worked so hard on. I never knew I could allow myself to be so broken that my physical body would break down. A miscarriage, me. This experience of broken nation showed itself on physical body. Negative experience didn't mean I had to become negative and broken. When I lost my child, I knew that it was time for me to become hashtag a strong black woman. But also the journey has been tough. She says that she recentered herself through a lot of self-love and yoga, and with every meditation I found new focus. She said that I was love. It was understanding. It was peace. I could be at peace because I had a deep understanding what exact opposite of peace look like. I had an example what exactly opposite of peace look like. And then she also put yoga saved my life in a hashtag. My life was so supportive doing this. My life was so supportive during this time. Strong black woman. It's not just about powerful black women. It's about the incredible men who support them. My man saw my anxiety and gifted me with 200 hours of yoga's course in New York City. I kept it. Was very important for me to be kinder to my body, self-image, and my heart. A miscarriage, suicidal thought, binging, and physical overloading, and taking a toll yoga. I was the only black girl, the only curvy girl, but we were one. I was still a lot. I listened a lot. I studied a lot. I wonder if Christians understood the yoga concept, because I be a Christian and yoga at the same time. I live for philosophy that I could live a life without being attached to outcome. I didn't have my own. What people call me, I could experience life from an enlightened of a loving place. I could hear what people were saying, but I didn't have to own it. I could empathize without being a victim. With every meditation, I found a new focus. It was love. It was understanding and peace. I could be at peace because I now had a deep understanding for what exactly opposite of peace looks like. Sometimes there is a rebirth happening. Sometimes, in the least likely circumstances, we are being groomed for the next best version of ourselves. Not only can I now stand on my head, I can stand on my own 2 feet. I'm being groomed to become a powerful and hashtag strong black woman, hashtag nameless. A nemesis. And they said they tweeted a day ago and stuff. But the thing about it is, it's good that she's strong. She's a strong black woman and stuff, but like I said before, when she stood up there and did that thing with President Trump, and, she should have known. But the thing about it is, when you stand behind somebody with that amount of hate and stuff, and, and people are suffering the repercussions of losing their lives and stuff, and he don't seem to care, and he seems to have to think, they're going to find somebody to take it out on. So everybody they can figure out who voted for him, they're coming for them. They're coming for your head. And you knew that everybody had a problem with him. You knew you sung, and I don't know why you went there. Maybe you needed the money. Who knows? But it wasn't worth your whole career and stuff. And a lot of people are not sympathizing with her and stuff. And, I happen to see this, and people are saying a lot of negative things and stuff. And I see they canceled you. You look like we did. That Trump performance was the wrong move, sis. That what someone says. She also said, this is a girl, garden flower. Bro, there's nothing wrong with the right type of exposure, but not to the expense of your fan base. You don't see Trump sacrificing his. And she's put it, and Chrisette Michele said there, she says, adults do this thing I like to call choice shaming. And mimics like children do with mimics like children do with bullying. It calls us silently mute. But the people who have great contributions, we can disagree without division. Stay strong, black woman. She put hashtag strong black woman. And then she said, so someone said real science. I mean, y'all made a choice. So did other people when they decide not to support your work anymore. And then someone else put real sense said, you saw it as one-time gig. She saw it as supporting religion. But neither of y'all saw the bigger picture. This isn't about careers. This is about what supports of a man meant for POC. Women in LGBTQ, y'all didn't think of them. So don't ask people to think of y'all. And someone else put, there's no choice shaming at work here. You both became rich and famous through the love and courage of black people only to betray your community by supporting political platform built on white supremacy. You're not entitled to black community unconditional support. And they're talking about her, and they also talk about Mary Mary. What's the girl name? Oh, Mary Mary. They got her picture up here too. Tina Campbell. I am Tina Campbell. Okay, they're attacking her too. And someone put a clap in a Chrisette Michele support white supremacy, sexist, homophobic, transphobic, lying, bullying, president by performing inauguration simply a check after her loyal fans begged her to stand with them and dropped out. While Tina voted for President Trump because of her shares Christian values, because consequently, y'all made it, y'all bed, now lay. That's what they put and stuff. So I just want to share this with you and stuff, and I will leave you feedback on this. Basically, they're coming for both of them and stuff, and basically Mary Mary's been canceled, and also I am Tina Campbell, her tour has been canceled because no one is coming. You know, you have to pick your battles wisely. And if you know you're supporting someone everybody hates and your fan base is saying no, 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 and those are the ones that feed you, baby, sometimes you got to listen to your fan and step your butt back. Because at the end of the day, Jennifer Holliday was going to do, her fan base jumped in, and Jennifer Holliday jumped out. So she listened. Y'all didn't listen. Y'all went on ahead. Well, not Campbell, Teacher Campbell. Campbell, but you went on ahead, and I know y'all both heard it. And the thing about it with the Mary Mary thing, her and stuff, which I find to be amazing, she said she thought she liked his Christian values. What's her name? Tina Campbell. What kind of Christian values do you have when a woman's getting fingered in her pussy and you think that that's okay? And then you wonder why you're having problems with your marriage, Miss Tina Campbell. Fingering a woman in a pussy and you think that's a Christian value? Anyway, that being said, I love you. Your feedback on this, I want to say I love you. And I want to thank you for watching, Desiree.